Welcome to the summary of Episode 4, Birds of a Feather. March 13th, 2018. In Detroit, the Justice League arrives at the Tower for a meeting with the Titans. All of the Titans, except Cyborg and Raven, who are otherwise occupied, greet the League's contingent and break off into separate conversations over refreshments. Opening credits. In Star Labs in Taos, the teens are participating in a training session with their new friend, Goldie, who can generate force fields. While Dr. Dorado monitors, they use their powers against her one by one, and she successfully holds them off. Goldie's best friend, Cyril, bursts into the room in a panic with his dog, Rex. Dr. Dorado scolds him for interrupting a training session, but Cy says that he cannot get in touch with the Star Labs in Cairo, where his British father and Goldie's Egyptian father are colleagues. Dr. Dorado tells them that he's aware of this and that they shouldn't worry. In Gotham City, Batgirl and Nightwing bicker while waiting for Bane's arrival at a warehouse. Robin, who is also present, reminds them that he's there and can hear them. When Bane arrives, they confront him about organizing Gotham's criminals and question whose authority he's acting under. Bane laughs at the trio about keeping them in the dark. When he declines to surrender, the heroes attack. Aquaman and Lagoon Boy formally discuss the state of affairs in Atlantis. Wonder Girl is cold to Wonder Woman and finally admits that she was hurt by Wonder Woman's lack of communication since returning from her long absence in the Phantom Zone. Diana says that she is still recovering and apologizes for being out of touch. She adds that she considers Cassie an adult and that communication is a two-way street. In Taos, the teens privately discuss the communication cutoff with the Cairo lab. Cy says that his father, Dr. Clotra, and Goldie's father, Dr. Farah, are investigating rips in the space-time continuum. Goldie and Cy decide to fly there. Rima signs that she will join them, and everyone else agrees. They decide to fly a commercial flight to Egypt. As the fierce battle with Bane continues, Batgirl gets hit in the throat, temporarily rendering her unable to speak. Bane knocks Robin down and approaches him to deliver a death blow. Desperately, Batgirl tries to call out and can't. Batgirl has a traumatic flashback to when the Joker threw chemicals at her and the previous Robin intercepted them, sacrificing himself to save her. As she regains her senses, Nightwing tosses a smoke grenade in Bane's face, enabling Robin to move to safety. Flash asks Kid Flash again why he and Blue Beetle aren't on the same team. Bart explains that he and Jaime disagree philosophically about their team affiliations, so they've decided to keep their personal relationships separate. Green Arrow commends Arsenal on turning his life around, but he defers the credit to Omen's belief in him. She, in turn, credits him for patiently guiding her in understanding her powers. Eduardo approaches his father with a lie about a camping retreat for the group, but Dr. Dorado knows what they're doing. He explains that the situation is serious enough that he requested League intervention, but the board of directors wants to keep their research private. Dr. Dorado hugs his son and tells him to take care of the group, remember his training, and be careful. In Gotham, the heroes wait for the authorities to take Bane away. Dick is worried about Barbara's throat injury, but she is already starting to regain her voice. She unexpectedly hugs Tim with no explanation to him. Starfire is excited to speak with Martian Manhunter as a fellow alien. Beast Boy is also happy to see Uncle Jean, but says that he and McGann have not spoken in a while. With no one else to talk to, Batman has a rudimentary conversation with Protector, who still has no memory of his background. Batman turns to the group to address the elephant in the room, which is the circumstances that led half of the team joining the Titans. He says that the League still supports the team's decision, but wishes to establish a cooperative relationship with the Titans. Incredulous, Roy says that the Titans successfully repelled the Apocalypse invasion while the League was incapacitated, but the League is now deigning to speak to them. Batman calmly acknowledges the efforts of the Titans and adds that the League's UN restrictions prompted them to reach out. However, he stands by the team's position and reveals that had those members not resigned, they would have been expelled. Green Arrow admonishes Batman, and Protector requests that he speak to them respectfully. Intrigued by Protector's voice, Batman abruptly requests to see Protector's face. He complies and removes his mask. Batman gasps in shock. The face is identical to that of Jason Todd. So just a few comments on the fourth episode. As the final additions to the Super Friends-derived Taos group, I added two heroes that never appeared on the show, but were featured in the tie-in action figure collection. Goldie Farah and Cyclotra are references to Golden Pharaoh and Cyclotron. Cyril's dog, Rex, is a shout-out to DC's Rex the Wonder Dog, as well as Wendy and Marvin's Wonder Dog in Super Friends. I know they're pretty silly, but growing up with a superpowers cartoon, I have a special fondness for the so-called affirmative action heroes, the well-intentioned but limp attempts at multiculturalism. Bane is a good villain for a solid battle scene, having already appeared in Season 1. This shows that the Dark's plan of organizing crime worldwide has already been put in motion, with Bane overseeing Gotham. The other point of the battle, however, is showing the interactions between the Bat Kids, particularly the otherwise highly competent Batgirl having a panicky flashback when Robin is nearly killed. This callback to Jason Todd's death ties in with the surprise at the end of the episode. I wanted some interaction between the League and the Titans, since we have some mentor-protege relationships that have been unaddressed. Batman, who's always a complex and fascinating character, displays his arrogance, pragmatism, and detective skills in equal measure. The revelation that Protector has Jason Todd's face and voice will be explored in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and look for many more episodes to come. Take care.